All right, I assume I'm good to talk. Good evening and welcome to the second and final evening of the Greeley Garage Sale Theatre's production of The Scottish Play, written by Weston, Brownlee, and Daniel Mothershed. I'm Daniel Mothershed, the one from the writing credit. Anyways, thank you for watching us tonight. The Greeley Garage Sale Theatre is a theater whose mission has been and is to use theater and art to shine a light on and transform injustices in our community. And we've done that by staging productions every summer that have partnered with local not-for-profit organizations. And we've done that for the last 10 years. Our shows have been able to give money to the Weld Food Bank, the Immigrant and Refugee Center, and A Woman's Place, just to name a few. But currently, we're pushing pause on that because the Greeley Garage Sale Theatre is ready to undergo a bit of a change. Our outdoor performance space that has housed many wonderful productions is, has basically been held together with L brackets, layers upon layers of paint, and a whole lot of goodwill, which means it's time to rebuild. We've started moving dirt. We're ready to start digging holes. And of course, all of that costs money. And we are accepting donations to help with this effort. In the About section of this video, you can find a link to donate, and we would love your help in being able to continue bringing thoughtful and delightful theater experiences to Greeley, Colorado. That would be great. And that ends the PBS portion of my intro. This show, like I said, was written by Weston, Brownlee, and myself, and is sort of a irreverent love letter to theater, community theater, and the work that a lot of us have done over the last couple of years. And without further ado, I would love to introduce our wonderful cast. So I will start right at the beginning. Jerry McGinnis, recently hired in over his head director. Me, that's played by me. And then Mark Long, our theatrical producer, played by the illustrious Rob Walker.
Hello.
Marty, a unpredictable and slightly unhinged stage manager and set designer, played by the one and only Weston Brownlee.
Hello.
Simon Walsh Alexander, renowned stage actor, played by the renowned Seth Willis.
Hello.
Steve Callow, the actor playing the role of Macbeth, played by the not at all like Macbeth, Evan Judway.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Oh.
Okay, well, it's September. Charlotte Hay White, who goes on to play Lady Macbeth, played by the lovely and hilarious Tanis Bator.
Hey, virtual theater goers, enjoy tonight.
George White, who also goes on to play the first murderer, played by the equally lovely and hilarious Rob Hageman.
Not to insult Tanis, but thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Perfect. Sheldon Irving, who goes on to play Banquo and the character of Macduff, played by one of my 10 favorite living human beings, Shane White.
Hey guys, thank you for watching.
Lincoln Martin, who goes on to play Malcolm and the character of the third witch, played by the indomitable Will Benich.
I'm on YouTube, Mom. I did it.
Perfect. And Christine Levingsworth, who goes on to play the first witch, played by, as far as I'm concerned, the definitive Gwendolyn Fairfax, Lauren Gorman.
Hi, I was also in the Crucible once.
Perfect. And finally, last, only according to the cast list, the character of Sherry Poppins, also the role of the third witch, rejoining the theatrical nonsense that I put on, Jessica Skompinski.
Hi guys, thanks for joining.
All right, and that, as they say, is that. And now we begin.
Curtain up. Several actors huddle nervously together. Downstage stands 3 actors holding scripts and talking amongst themselves. They are all that remains of the original cast: Sheldon, Steve, and Sherry. Their future is uncertain, their production on the rocks. Now at the threshold of a reboot for one of the most famous Shakespearean tragedies of all time, they wonder, will the damn spot out, or will their hopes? So what happens if they shut us down? I told my mom I'd be busy with this all summer.
They won't shut us down, Sheldon. Not a chance. What worst they'll do is excavate some other ancient fossil of a play and make us perform that.
No way. Part of the reason we chose this play was because the Celtic shawls would cover up this situation. You think that all of this
She gestures generally toward an obvious pregnancy.
can be stuffed into the period clothing of the cherry orchard? That'll be a real masterpiece, you guys. Why, cottages and summer people, forgive me, but it's so vulgar. And then sploosh by water breaks, hosing down the cherry blossoms and giving us a real Russian tragedy.
Ew, gross. No way my mom would come to that. I bet they give us something dumb like Our Town or Death of a Salesman.
I actually like Death of a Salesman.
Yeah, sure you do. Okay, give me one good line from that boring ass play.
Put up your hands. Put up your goddamn hands.
Steve takes a swing at Sheldon.
Steve, dude, knock it off. Are you forgetting how breakable Sheldon is?
It's from the play.
What? That's from the... Holy shit, I didn't even know. I'm standing here all... And then you're like... And Sherry's just... So cool. That's amazing.
You jackasses have got to settle down. You're going to upset my kid, okay?
Sherry, I don't think your baby's going to spoil just because Steve acted near it.
All right, listen, that's not what I meant. I just don't want my baby exposed to an aggressive and violent environment. The books say it makes them come out anxious, and I am not having a baby scream at me every night for this.
It's in a theater. Theaters are affirming and cultured, wholesome.
Yeah, it's basically floating in one of those Baby Einstein DVDs. Calm, easygoing, and relaxed. At this point, the show's overworked and irate stage manager, Marty, explodes through a door. Shut up!
Ungoddamn believable. We don't have enough actors. There's not enough money for your drawbridge. What if they make us do another play? Our pretend jobs are so hard. My baby hears everything you say. We're gonna prance around like a bunch of ass clowns and trip over flats and knock set pieces down because we don't give a rat's feathered ass for all the tireless hours that go into making us look like our heads aren't shoved so far up our asses we can still see them.
Why don't you go staple some ivy to a papier-mâché rock and call it good?
Hey, douchebird, you'll be ready to hang yourself from a catwalk when a bunch of cardboard trees march out of dumb asinine wood. I make you turds smell like roses.
Oh, thank you, Marty. You really reminded me what a valuable part of this production you are. I'm humbled by you.
Hey, do you hear that? That's the sound of you pissing off.
Yeah, that's right. Run back to your stupid flats and gel lights.
You guys, knock it off. You are all grown-ass men behaving like infants. Oh my God. I am overly prepared for this real baby, aren't I? Ugh.
Enter director Jerry McGinnis. He is overly interested in his clipboard and distractedly addresses the actors waiting to audition.
All right, that is quite enough of that. It is my solemn duty to welcome you to the auditions for Sir William the Great Shakespeare's The Scottish Play for the second time. My predecessor, as you all know, was recently fired for failing to understand trivial things like money and, well, how it doesn't grow on prop trees.
You wish you had prop trees. All you get is a bunch of balsa wood cutouts.
Sheldon leans on one of the trees. It collapses. He and the tree fall to the ground, sending several others crashing down as well. Sorry.
God damn it!
Marty storms off stage.
Well, down to business. We have kept but 3 performers from our original cast, and the rest of you lucky cretins have been selected to come show us your considerably cheaper talents. If you could all sit in the audience until I call your name. First off, we have Charlotte White.
An older, stereotypically theatrical woman approaches the stage.
Hey.
Well, and a very unprofessional hey to you as well.
Hey, accompanied by an hyphen, for I have retained my maiden name.
Ah, can you ever forgive me?
Well, I suppose you didn't know.
An older man, her husband George, enters.
Darling, if this man has upset you, we can leave at once. It is they who need us, not the other way around.
Oh, they would be lost without our involvement, George. I say we stay.
And how? The show, as they say, must go on.
While I'm loath to interrupt you, could I ask why we both are on the stage?
My bride and I will be giving you a taste of us together.
A dramatic double team.
My God.
Deciding what piece with which to grace the stage was like trying to find the loveliest petal of a rose.
Or the brightest star in the sky.
Ah, the brightest star which I can see is you, dear George.
I spoke too soon. My God.
The author, Noel Coward. The play, Private Lives.
A masterpiece.
Oh, a piece of brilliance.
I look forward to actually seeing it one day.
They assume their persona.
Why, Amanda?
Elliot!
What are you doing here?
I'm on my honeymoon.
I hope you're enjoying it.
It hasn't started yet. Thank you.
Yes, certainly worth the wait. Thank you. All right, could we next please have Miss Christine Levingsworth to the stage?
A nervous 20-something young woman enters.
But what did you think?
Were you moved?
I see why the lives were considered private.
A furious George and Charlotte exit.
So sorry, Miss Levingsworth. Begin.
Okay. Hi. I picked this piece because I think the roots of Western theater in Greece is significant, and most of us tend to overlook it. This led me to Aristophanes, but then I started imagining Aristotle's Poetics, and that's when it hit me. Christine, what are you thinking? And that's when I knew Euripides. But then I was like, maybe Euripides isn't the best.
Christine, I'm sorry, but this is a lovely internal monologue, but I would like to hear an external one.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry to ramble. My sister is the same way. She always just goes on and on about.
I don't care.
Right. Gotcha. How wretched am I through my own perverseness. You, oh my sons, I then in vain have nurtured, in vain have toiled and wasted with fatigue, suffered the pregnant matron's grievous throes. On you in my afflictions many hopes I founded, erst that ye with pious care would foster my old age, and on the bier extend me after death. Much envied lot of mortals. But these pleasing anxious thoughts are vanished now, for losing you, a life of bitterness and anguish shall I lead. Thank you.
Christine, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but that was superb.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, it really felt like maybe I delved too deep.
If we could have a Mr. Hang on.
He double takes at his notes.
Am I reading this correctly? Is there a Mr. Lincoln Martin here?
Lincoln enters.
Me? I'm him. Lincoln, yes, Lincoln is me.
Your name, your first name is Lincoln.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's my name.
Hey, I commend your bravery for entering a theater. Please begin.
Well, thanks. Wait, what?
Start acting.
Okay, sure. Well, this isn't exactly a classical monologue, but I wanted to try something a little different. I thought that maybe if I...
Quick question. Why is everyone giving me a monologue before their monologue?
Well, I just wanted to let you know so that So, because if this guy is convinced that he's doing the right thing, he holds to being king. It's his destiny. So, no matter how crazy or impossible it seems, I prepared this. To dream the impossible dream, to right the unrightable wrong.
No, stop. Okay, wow. In the most constructive way, I ask, what the hell are you doing?
Now, I said it wasn't traditional. Okay. Oh, I do have this one piece from my freshman year of high school. Do you want to see that?
I suppose my only answer is yes.
Okay. Was this the face that... No, wait, hang on. Let me start over. Is this the 1,000 ships that... No, dang it, it's not the... Can I start again? Okay. Was this the face that launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless towers of Ilium? No, sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. Her lips suck forth on mine, and I wear and wear I thy colors on my plumed chest. Thank you.
Oh, no, Mr. Lincoln. Thank you.
Lincoln exits. Downstage, where they've been hidden the entire time, Steve, Sherry, and Sheldon comment.
And we're all screwed.
I can ask my mom if I can borrow one or two of the Sunday school puppets.
Oh, absolutely not. This isn't some children's theater workshop.
Hey, shut up. Okay, children's theater is great. I mean, I toured with one last year and I absolutely loved it.
Oh, remind me, what was your big role?
Queen Trixie the Squirrel, Lady of Nuts.
Oh, so that's where the baby came from?
Ugh, go to hell, Sheldon.
Jerry joins them downstage.
Yes, please do go to hell, Sheldon.
God, man, why are you so upset?
Well, allow me to enlighten you. We are mounting a production of William Shakespeare's The Scottish Play. It has 5 acts, around 20 characters, and I have the Tony-ignored talents of the 3 of you, 2 middle-aged people talent decided to ignore, 1 surprisingly talented little girl, and someone who can barely string together a sentence. Now, according to this piece of paper called the call sheet, I only have 1 more audition.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Everyone remains silent in fear. Jerry's frustration mounts.
And a budget of literally dozens of dollars. Now, I kneel before you asking, does that maybe help you understand why I'm so upset? Does it?
From behind Steve, Sherry, and Sheldon enters Mark Long, the show's producer.
Catch you at a bad moment, Jerry? I can come back and hear how you're wasting my money.
Mark turns to exit. Jerry pushes Sheldon aside to follow.
No, no, not at all. I was just showing the talent, some of the emotional depth we'll need to make this production explode. Excellent job, actors. Good work. Now get out. To what do we owe this visit?
Actors exit.
Oh, good. It's okay with you, huh? Bad news, Jerry. This production isn't worth what it costs.
Okay, but we haven't gotten started yet.
You've already started. Again.
Yeah, right, but Marvin assured me everything was set.
Marvin doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm not funding a show that's going to close on opening day. It's over.
Look, we could still pull it off.
Visceral and engaging were words I remember when we hired you.
Yeah, and they are, and it will be. Look, I am seeing actors in bloodied kilts wearing false beards.
Jesus, Jerry.
Or real beards.
I don't give a shit about beards, Jerry.
Look, we have other ideas too. I just need a few more actors.
What you had is what you could afford, give or take a person and a half.
You're gonna take a half a person?
I just took all the people.
But, okay, let me think. Could you excuse me for a moment? So sorry. There was a techie with a question. Anyways, okay. I was thinking, I have 7 actors, maybe 8, depending on auditions, and let's do this with an even 9. Okay, but the 9th is a special actor, a big name, one to ensure that this production of the Scottish play is the novelist of novels.
What the hell is the Scottish play?
Christine enters.
I may, sir. You know, it's so funny how us actors can forget that not everyone knows the nifty little quirks and ins and outs of our world. My big sister and I talk about this all the time. She says that when it comes to art, be top notch every second of every moment you have on stage. I always think every moment I have
Who
on
the
stage
who the
is
hell
like,
is this?
Well, this is Christine.
Sir, the Scottish play is a misnomer. I mean, as a theater producer, you must know it's bad luck to see the actual name of the show in a theater. Freaky bad stuff has happened.
Bad luck. To say Macbeth?
Christine lets out a muffled gasp and begins running circles around Mark.
Oh, fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you. The Merchant of Venice, Act 3, Scene 4. Fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you. Fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you. Everyone, I need you to spit. Okay, now curse, sir. Curse.
I don't have time for this shit.
That's good enough. That should counteract the bad luck for now.
On that note, I'm done with this. Shut it down. All of you, get out.
Sure, I suppose you know best, but I guess that'll really disappoint our big name talent.
What's this?
Sorry, what?
You have big name talent signed to this.
Yes, just our surprise casting choice. It's so weird that Marvin didn't mention Simon Walsh Alexander was playing King Duncan. That's really weird because Simon just called. Well, he called a week ago, but he is on board with the show. And I know he'll be disappointed to hear that we're shutting down.
Simon Walsh Alexander is leaving his touring company to be in your staging of Macbeth.
Oh, please don't say the name.
I can't believe Marvin didn't tell me about that. This changes everything. An actor like Simon Walsh Alexander would sell tickets, probably even get us some press attention as well.
Absolutely. And Simon had some wonderful avant-garde ideas as well.
Jerry, you got to tell me this shit. If you've got Walsh Alexander, you've got a show.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Allow me to show you out.
Mark and Jerry exit. The rest of our actors enter to join Christine.
Is what I have accidentally overheard true? The great Simon Walsh Alexander is joining us?
And I was under the impression that Mr. Walsh Alexander was touring with the Blue Man Group.
Blue Man Group. Oh yeah. All Shakespearean actors love silently blowing marshmallows out of their mouths and banging on PVC pipes.
That does sound preposterous.
Almost as preposterous as an award-winning actor agreeing to be part of this failed production.
I mean, unless he cares about local art so much that he won't let it fail. Did you think about that? No, you didn't.
I'm just so excited to work with Simon Walsh Alexander. He is super brilliant. I've seen most of his work. Well, I mean, I guess the stuff that's on YouTube and PBS.
Now, you're quite certain that he isn't in the Blue Man Group?
Jerry enters.
Shut up, George. Of course he isn't. What kind of stupid question is that? Oh, are you all aware of how much trouble I've just gotten us all into? This was the biggest lie of my career.
The cast reacts with confused silence.
It was a lie. I lied. Simon Walsh Alexander has not agreed to be in the show, nor has he been asked, nor have I ever met or even seen him.
So Simon Walsh Alexander isn't in our play, even though you said he was?
Were you standing here 2 seconds ago when I said that?
Oh, right. Get mad at Sheldon because he's obviously the problem here.
I'm pretty sure Jerry's the one that lied.
I know that, you idiot.
Sherry shoves him backwards, knocking over more trees.
Sorry, No one tell Marty.
Everyone sits in silence. Jerry sits, head in hands. Steve slowly steps forward.
There might be a way to convince Simon Walsh Alexander to do this.
How? Threaten to kill him?
George rushes forward dramatically.
No, we mustn't do that. That would be the quickest way to ruin our lives.
Well, not to mention the show. We don't want a repeat of what happened in Galveston.
No, indeed, no.
I'm serious. There's one option we haven't explored.
What's that, huh, Steve? Blackmail?
Steve smiles.
Well,
Are you seriously suggesting we blackmail a man? Wait, that might work. No, but how? How would we actually do it?
a scandal.
Say you got some chick pregnant.
No, we would need an actual pregnant woman.
Everyone thinks for a moment, then turns to look at Sherry.
Oh, no. No. I refuse to be a part of this.
You know, I'm not entirely sure that if this idea sounds...
Do you have a better idea, Miss Haywhite?
Well, no, not yet.
You guys, I am not doing this.
Occasionally, all actors must do what makes us feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? You think that's I'm weeks away from having a baby claw its way out of me. Uncomfortable, I can handle. What I can't handle is the man that Shakespeare wrote King Lear for being my baby's daddy.
I do believe the first notable King Lear was a man called Richard Burbage.
Oh my God, the point is, he's old. I'm not going to pretend like I was seduced by an old man.
Oh, now, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Oh, I think plenty of old men would find you attractive.
Excuse me?
What? Well, I merely meant that she's a rather attractive young woman.
Oh, is that right, George? Well, maybe we don't need Simon Walsh Alexander after all. Maybe it is you who is the baby's father.
Hang on. That doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't have to make sense. That's how biology works.
No. How would George, being the father, help us at all?
Enough, all right? Sherry, I'm sorry, but we need a baby, and, well, we seem to have found one in you.
No.
He's right. There is one in you. We can all literally see it.
Yeah.
Marty explodes in.
You're not doing this to me, Jerry, you backstabbing puss muppet. You're not making me dig through dumpsters to find boxes and Dixie cups so you can wipe some pseudo A-lister's ass with the dollar bills I need to build your set.
Wait, so we're talking about paying someone that we're blackmailing? I don't think anyone understands how this is supposed to work.
No, he's right, Marty. It's blackmail now, strictly off budget. You can keep your stupid little castle.
Oh, well, hot damn. Thank you, God.
You could shove it up your ass because this castle is going to have a drawbridge.
Lord Jerry handing out blessings.
Piss on you, man. Piss on all of you.
So, kidnapping.
Whoa, what? No, now we're kidnapping someone?
Yeah, we probably want to decide which of those we're doing, if for nothing else, the sake of planning.
Right. Metaphorically speaking, is how he was speaking. Right. Okay. This production will be so good that the audience will feel kidnapped. That's how good this production of Macbeth will be.
Out of the theater! Out of the theater! Out of the theater! If we shadows have offended, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Act 5, Scene 2. If we shadows have offended, if we shadows have offended, if we shadows have offended.
Young lady, we cannot rehearse without a director.
No, the bad luck must be countered. We cannot call down a curse on this production.
I mean, we're already talking blackmail and kidnapping. Might as well have a good curse, too.
We'll deal with it. We'll just deal with that later.
Today is the first rehearsal / final word on casting. Christine is already in the theater with a stack of pamphlets. Slowly, Lincoln, Sheldon, Sherry, Charlotte, and George enter and realize Jerry isn't there.
Oh, hey, Christine, it's just you? It's not you and a cast list, or just a cast list. Is there a cast list?
Thank you all for being here with me.
Listen, little girl, we were already going to be here. It's day 1 of rehearsal, character, table work.
I do love table work, but sadly, we have a more pressing work that must be done. This production is in serious trouble.
For now, give it a day or two and our troubles are over.
The trouble I'm talking about is supernatural, okay? Something evil this way comes. 2 people have already said the name of this play, and suddenly we're planning a kidnapping? We're arguing at each other's throats?
Am I the only one that has no clue what she's talking about?
This play has a cursed stage history, a history we are doomed to repeat unless we intentionally counteract it now. Okay, to begin with, get it into your heads that we never say our show's real name. Ever. Call it the Scottish play. Also, never call the leads by their character names.
Wait, so we can't call Steve anymore?
I'm sorry, young man, but my name is George.
I was already cast as the lead, bud.
When you address Steve in character, call him Mr. M or himself.
How about the Big Mac?
How about Go to Hell, Sheldon?
Go to Hell, Sheldon is a garbage title. Who would come to that? What do you want to see tonight? How about Go to Hell, Sheldon? Then those people break up and we've wrecked people's lives.
Okay, I would like you all to take this seriously. This play has killed people.
Ah, geez, now how's that even possible?
Okay, the actual play has never killed anyone. Obviously, that's impossible. The curse that is on this play has. From its first performance, the actor playing King Duncan was killed when the prop dagger was accidentally swapped for a real one. At an LA production, the actress playing herself was hit by a car. Her replacement ate some funky chicken and was hospitalized with food poisoning. Her replacement caught the rhinovirus.
Okay, look, I'm sorry if this is rude, but what is your point?
I highly doubt any of you want to end up dead, so be careful. There are 3 sets of lines you need to know in case anyone ever messes up. I made some handouts. They're over there.
She points to a prop table.
This play is a beast, but a gentle one if you know how to approach it. Any questions?
Yes. Why is all this awful stuff happening just from saying the play name?
That is a great question. Many believe that Shakespeare got the witches' lines from an actual witches' coven. Furious that he stole their incantations, they cursed the play. The Scottish play and its 3 weird sisters and their shadowy mistress Hecate are not to be trifled with.
Wait, what?
Sheldon, read the handout. Any more questions?
Jerry enters.
Just one. Could I maybe begin my rehearsal?
I already began it, Jerry, sir. I just needed to save some lives before we began.
She sits down.
Yes, well, who knew we walked such a fine and dangerous line in the theater? All right, we need to begin with a quick note about casting. Let's just go down the line here. Charlotte will be playing the role of herself.
So herself?
I would laugh if that were not true.
Jerry, I am so delighted and completely shocked that the most important female role went to me. And if I may say...
No, you may not. Steve, you will still be playing the role of himself. George, you will be playing...
Jerry, I think your decision to recast himself with myself was a brave decision. I take on this role with a humble pride.
Shut up, George. It's Steve's role.
Well, that can't be right.
Actually, it can be. I, in fact, know it is because I have the cast list. So.
Well, then who am I to play?
You are playing First Murderer and 1 or 2 other people who carry spears.
Well, won't you reconsider?
Christine, you will be facing your fears as the first witch. Sherry will be providing you moral support as witch number 2. We will find a third witch. Sherry, you are also Lady Macduff and, well, a few others. Sheldon is still Banquo and Macduff and a few others. Mr. Lincoln will be Malcolm to start with. And finally, the roles of Boy Son of Macduff, Lennox, Seward, and Caithness and Fleance will be played by my niece Gretchen. So
We can always use some of my mom's Sunday school puppets.
And blackmail permitting, Simon Walsh Alexander will be King Duncan. Let's go ahead and start a read through, starting with you three witches.
Mr. McGinnis, I don't know if you've seen the handout I made, but starting there feels risky.
Anytime we step on stage, we take risks. Until Simon Walsh Alexander is here, we'll just rehearse. We have to rehearse around him.
We should have him in a few days.
Oh, awesome. Mom was wondering when we'd have him.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I was telling Mom about the plan, and she said it doesn't make any sense for y'all to start rehearsals without him.
Your mother knows about this?
Oh, yeah, she's my friend.
How did she come to learn that piece of information?
I told her last night.
What?
Yeah, she asked how rehearsal went. I said, not bad. Still waiting for the famous actor we're blackmailing to put in some rehearsal time with us.
Do you realize how destructive it is to the future of our show that your mother knows about this?
Or how destructive it is to Sheldon's future that he still lives with his mommy.
Nice.
Look, I don't think any of you understand that we cannot tell anyone about this, all right? Mom is the word.
Yeah, Mom is who I told.
Listen to me, all right? We are about to blackmail someone. We, and I say we because according to this piece of paper called the cast list, you are all guilty by association. And I swear to a wide variety of different gods that if anyone breathes another word of this to their mothers, their dog, or even their house, and we're found out, I'm gonna take you all down with me.
You are one sick son of a bitch.
Steve stands.
Everyone take a minute, okay? We're all so hung up on this kidnapping thing. You're forgetting why we're here. We're here because we love theater. We love acting. We want a shot at something big. Sure, to some, this is just a community production of the Scottish play, but who knows what it could lead to? Who knows who might see us? Do we throw that away just because we're a little uncomfortable? I'm not suggesting any of you actually does something illegal. That's absurd. I'm suggesting you play the best first witch or Lady Macduff you can. Don't focus on the kidnapping. Focus on your character or the 3 or 4 you've just been given. Don't take all of this so seriously. All the world's a stage, isn't it? Relax. Bad things only happen to idiots, suckers, and people who are overly anxious.
My wife and I are sold. Bravo, young man.
Oh, Steve, I think you're a psychopath.
You know, you guys don't have to be mad at me that I told my mom she's cool with it. She loves Simon Walsh Alexander anyway.
Sheldon, no, we can't do this. Blackmail is totally illegal.
Dean, you do know that if you turn us in, you have to tell the police the name of this show. You ever hear about the 92 production of the Scottish play in Toronto?
No, tell me.
I'll just say this curse ain't limited to the theater. It finds you wherever you say it.
Oh my God. I've never heard this before, but I guess the only way to outrun the curse is
to see the show through to the end and watch this curse fade into the rearview mirror.
Are you guys all a bunch of wacko idiots?
You're the wacko idiot, Sherry. We're talking about Simon Walsh Alexander. If this show is a hit, that means money. You know what costs money? Babies. Toddlers and grade schoolers cost even more. Then it's time for Sherry Jr. to get that degree. Then a master's, because we all know bachelor's degree ain't gonna get you shit.
Yeah, I hate you.
Sherry, I give you your cast.
What happens now?
We go get Simon. Here's the plan. George and Sherry drive downtown to the theater where Simon Walsh Alexander is performing Uncle Vanya. You both attend the show, then meet him in the bar after. Think of some excuse. Autograph hunters, reporters for a new local paper, anything you need to say to sound legit and highly professional.
What then, dear boy, do we say?
Anything you can to get him alone with you.
Oh no, we are so shit out of luck.
You guys, I cannot go have drinks. I mean, look at me. I'm massively pregnant.
Oh, doctors say one glass of wine during a pregnancy isn't the end of the world.
My mom had a few when she was pregnant with me. I turned out fine.
Wait a second. Are you guys telling me that I have had the soberest, most miserable 8.5 months of my life for nothing?
What? No, that is so irresponsible.
Oh my God.
You don't have to be here, Lincoln. Go ahead and leave. You must have better things to do.
But
that's what I thought. Tomorrow night it is. Break a leg, everyone.
Excuse me. I am this heist director. So, tomorrow night is the night. Break a leg, everyone.
Curtain up on a small, basically empty cafe. George and Sherry sit at a small table with none other than Simon Walsh Alexander. Dessert has just been finished and they have moved on to glasses of wine.
I can't tell you both how delighted I was that you reached out for an interview. So glad local publications take an interest in live theatre still.
Oh, an interest? Oh, yes. All of the interest. And we are fascinated by live theatre and every minute of the day, whilst on the phone, in the office, around the house, in the sleeping quarters. Hey, Margie?
Margie?
Is something wrong, dear?
No, not at all, darling.
Darling?
Ugh. Yes, sweetie. Simon, you'll have to excuse my husband. He's had a long day.
Oh, indeed, I have. Always something. Up at dawn, booking tickets, fighting with divas, making sure that marquees are lit. You know, producer stuff.
I'm sorry. Producer stuff? I thought you were a local theatre critic.
So what my scatterbrained husband is trying to say is that we are local critics. We are. But we realize that we've never actually made anything of our own. How can we really claim to know what makes a show terrific or terrible when we've never actually made one ourselves?
Huh. And what has this to do with me?
Oh, it is a grand proposition, sir.
I see. Well, let's hear it.
Of course.
Dude, what the hell are you doing?
I'm allowing the suspense to build.
Sherry kicks George under the table. He cries out.
Ow!
Oh, I'm so sorry, dear husband of mine. Please finish telling Mr. Walsh Alexander your proposal.
Yes, right. Well, I am a theater producer. Now, as I told you, this is my lovely Bridget.
Margie
Bridget, to use her full name. She is my wife, and our proposal is dynamite.
Oh my God, this is such horseshit. Okay, Mr. Walsh Alexander, we are mounting a very novel adaptation of the Scottish play and would be so delighted to have you in our cast.
Yeah, what my wife just said is true. You are a very famous actor. And those stupendous credentials would really benefit our production of the Scottish play.
I see. A flattering offer, but I won't leave the company of Uncle Vanya. After all, I'm Uncle Vanya.
Well, a man such as you can do whatever he wants.
He means what if we structured the entire show around you?
Why, yes, precisely what I mean. Right as always, Wanda.
Margie, oh my God.
Yes, yeah, right. Margie Bridget Wanda, my wife. Sorry, darling, I'm exhausted from this long day. So many people, divas, and marquee lights. We flew here from our home in Chicago.
I thought you said you were both local because of the paper.
Yes, local, not Chicago. I mean, I was in Chicago working for the Blue Man Group.
The Blue Man Group?
Now, come to think of it, haven't I seen you with the Blue Man Group someplace?
Okay, can I just steer us back to the Scottish play, please?
I'm afraid it won't do you any good. I absolutely will not leave Vanya. It's a dream project, something of which I am most proud, apart from my lovely wife and 5 children.
5? Oh my God, how could you do this to somebody 5 times?
It isn't all that bad after the first. You'll see. You'll see any day now from the looks of you that I should let you both run along. George, you really shouldn't take her on these meetings with you.
Well, she's my wife, and I can do whatever I want. Besides, Gloria is my co-producer.
Oh my God, how hard is it to remember one name?
Don't worry, I think I'm really selling it.
I really must be going. I have a matinee tomorrow, and you both have a lover's quarrel to resolve.
Oh God, this is not a lover's quarrel, not even a little bit.
Now, I think it's quite common for young women to find love in the arms of older men.
What is wrong with you? All we had to do was get this guy to do the stupid Scottish play, okay? Not
the original plan would have worked if one of us had done her job and brought the camera.
I'm afraid this proposal is a failure. Even if I was willing to step away from Vanya, I'm afraid it wouldn't be for Macbeth. Shakespeare has seen his day. He doesn't bring folks to the theater anymore.
How dare you, sir?
You must see my point. What can anyone do with Shakespeare to make him accessible? Do you know, I recently saw a production of Love's Labour's Lost, where all the suitors' letters were done via text. The audience had to all download some group chat app before the show. Now, I ask you, are we so starved for creativity that we'd subject the greatest playwright of all time to such degradation? I will have none of it. Thank you both for a fascinating evening. I really must be going.
Simon stands to leave. Sherry thinks quick and dumps a glass of water on her crotch.
What is it you're doing?
Oh my God, it's baby o'clock. It's baby o'clock, you guys.
Sherry?
Play along, you moron. Oh, yep. All of my water is definitely broken.
Are you sure?
She stands up to reveal her soaked pants.
Super sure. It's super broken. George, you should probably do something, don't you think?
Well, sadly, I'm no doctor. I did play one once, though I was curing Ebola, not delivering babies.
We should get her to the hospital at once.
No. George, do something.
I will at least call for an ambulance.
He begins to exit.
Oh, God, contractions. They're definitely as bad as people say they are. Whew. My husband can get the car. You stay, Simon. George, will you please do something?
George stands there doing nothing.
Oh, my God, do I need to sing it for you? Do something.
She pointedly gestures towards Simon.
Oh, yes, of course. I shall do something at once. What in the hell is that?
George points towards the door. Simon turns to look. In one swift motion, George snatches the wine bottle and smashes it over Simon's head. He collapses. Sherry stops faking labor pains and stands.
I didn't tell you to kill him, you idiot.
George places his hand in front of Simon's nose.
Well, he's still breathing. Wait, I thought, you mean you're not in labor?
You absolute fool. What are we going to do with this guy now?
Well, it'll be fine. Here, I'm calling Steve. Steve, this is George from theater. Yes, sort of. We are with Simon at the cafe. Not exactly according to plan. I'm afraid Sherry forgot the camera, and Simon had a little too much to drink. How much is a little? Well, I'm afraid he's lying unconscious on the floor. No, I specifically warned him that Pinot Grigio goes straight to the head. So I think you're beginning to see our dilemma. Yes, great. Yeah, perfect. I see, right. Oh, what are we to do if he wakes up? NyQuil, you say. Well, all right then.
George hangs up and sits down next to an unconscious Simon. Sherry joins him.
What are we doing with Simon? Are we just supposed to shove him in the trunk now?
Well, that is exactly what we are doing. Marty is coming to collect us in a van.
Wait. Okay. So we actually are kidnapping him now.
Well, unless I'm very much mistaken, I was told we'd be kidnapping.
No, you are incredibly, very much mistaken. Blackmail was the plan.
Huh. Oh dear. Well, perhaps Steve can help sort this all out. For what it's worth, Sherry, I've had a lovely time with you. You treated us to quite the performance back there.
George?
Yes?
Fuck you.
Simon groans and tries to sit up, grabbing George's arm. Sherry screams, and George, by sheer reflex, hits Simon over the head again. He collapses. They sit there for a moment, stunned.
That slipped.
Rehearsals for Macbeth are now underway. We first see Lincoln, Sheldon, and Jerry suffering through what should be a very short scene.
I have 2 nights watched with ye, but can perceive no truth in your report.
Since his majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from bed, throw her nightgown upon her, take forth paper, fold it, wrap upon thread it, and afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast asleep. Wait, what the hell? No. Why do I have to be the gentlewoman?
Because Sherry isn't here and Christine is already playing several other characters who are about to be on stage. Just quit complaining and get on with it. We won't make you do it again.
A great pubertation of nature to have receive the nicety of sleep and watch it at the same time other than this stuff.
No.
Jerry stands.
No.
Doth she doeth anything weird?
Quit adding new lines, Sheldon.
That, sir, which I do not report after she.
I well know. You reportest it unto me, not she.
Neither you nor her having no wits.
Enter Charlotte as Lady Macbeth with a torch.
Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
But not if too close. She could light it herself unto fire.
Under absolutely no circumstances will that be happening, Sheldon.
Yes, here's a spot.
Hark, she talketh.
Out, damned spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why, then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord. Fie, a soldier, and fie, a feared. What need we fear? Who knows it, when none can call our power to account? But who would have thought the old man would have so much blood in him?
What?
the Thane of Fife. He had a wife. Will ne'er these hands be clean? No more, my lord, no more of that. You'll all be marred with starting.
Go to. You have known what you shouldn't have snuffed.
Well, she said what she shouldn't say. Besides, I still have lines, you ass.
No. It's part of the scene. That's a line.
Oh.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh.
What if the sigh is there? The heart sorely charged. Wait. Is that her saying her heart ran at someone? Because I'm guessing if her heart like fully charged, like out of her chest, she wouldn't be walking around talking. She'd be in two halves, like.
No, my God, no. It just means she's guilty.
Got it. I was gonna say because there'd be way more than a spot of blood if it charged out of her chest.
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you again, Banquo's buried.
That's funny because I play Banquo too.
Thank you, Sheldon. We will all have a playbill, and we'll be able to read that for ourselves.
Hey, do you think people will laugh when they realize?
To bed! To bed! There's a knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. What is done cannot be undone. To bed! To bed! To bed.
Whew, well, that is one way to do it.
Well, I just thought that the average theater goer doesn't really have an academic understanding of the nuances of Shakespeare, so we might just spell out how crazy I am right away.
Well, insightful as always. However, could we try saying the words the way they've been said the last few centuries?
Well, I was just thinking that...
Yes, a commendable remark of a true actor, but I'm afraid we will be leaving the thinking to me.
I think I agree.
Oh, well, then if Sheldon agrees, it must be true.
Thanks.
Now, Sheldon, I have some thinking for you. Have you glanced at your lines before today?
I'm pretty sure nobody understands Shakespeare anyways.
What do you people think this is, huh?
The Scottish play.
Look, the point is you cannot deliver lines in the formless manifestation of an amorphous speech blob, otherwise they don't make any sense.
Sure, he says no one's going to understand them the right way either.
That's not the point!
A door slams off stage and Marty enters.
Jerry, you bescumbering, greasy dick weasel. We just got $1,000 worth of lumber donated. Go pick it up in the van. Just kidding. Help us toss Simon Walsh Alexander in the back. Oh, I'm about to have a baby and want to stop for some drive-through. I want to eat too. Let's get Simon something. I don't need to wear a seatbelt. Ha, it's fine, officer. He's just pretending to be asleep. You lying, deceptive, twisted sacks of squid shit. This is gonna cost you, Jerry. Castle, drawbridge, gargoyles, like frickin' Burmese pythons for the witch queen. Get ready, asshole.
Marty exits. Sherry and George enter with Simon tied to a wheelchair and bag over his head, startling Jerry.
What is this?
This is a man tied to a wheelchair.
Jerry, it's Simon.
I know it's Simon. Why is he tied to a chair?
Steve enters from the wings.
As I understand it, Mr. Alexander went out celebrating his final performance of Uncle Vanya, had too much to drink, fell down a flight of stairs, hurt his head, and was lucky Sherry and George were there to help him.
Oh, yes.
This is too much for me.
It will all be just fine, son.
Wait, Lincoln's your son?
Jerry shoves past Sheldon to remove the bag from Simon's head.
Oh, okay. Shut up, Sheldon. Good morning, Mr. Walsh Alexander.
Good morning. You dare say good morning to me? I demand an explanation for this outrageous criminal act. Who are you people? Where am I?
Well, from what that guy said, he understands. They saved your life.
I just saved my life. I beg your pardon, but I believe they've endangered it.
Wait, we said we were going to blackmail the guy, not assault him, and strap him to a chair.
Blackmail? You mean this is all to entrap me into your production of Macbeth?
At the mention of the M word, Christine appears as if summoned.
My God!
She places the bag back over his head.
Simon Walsh Alexander, you of all people should know better. Do you have any idea what you've done? This is such bad luck. Okay, but I can fix it. I have to fix it.
Stop. Okay, I think Mr. Alexander has enough to worry about besides bad luck. Jerry, leave him tied up.
Leave him tied up?
Jerry, we must counteract the bad luck. Someone could die.
My dear girl, no one is going to die.
Death? No. Remanded to prison? Absolutely. After you are all prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, this is a disgrace. You are disgraceful. And the name of William Shakespeare has been disgraced. I demand you release me. I will have no part of this sick farce.
Sorry, he's right. We can't do this. I've felt sick since we've had this idea. We have to let him go.
Steve takes a picture of Lincoln standing next to Simon Walsh Alexander.
Oh, Lincoln. It looks like a pic of you next to a bound and tied Simon Walsh Alexander has been found. Too bad you felt like standing around bitching all the time.
Steve, you just took that.
Oh, so you don't deny the picture exists?
My God, Steve, you're evil.
I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares more is none.
Good heavens. You have all gotten far too into the darkness of this play.
Right. We certainly have. And I do apologize, Mr. Walsh Alexander. We thought that by showing you their dedication, immersive gumph, and
method.
Precisely. Method acting. Thank you, Sheldon. What a great demonstration.
Man, you theater people are all crazy as shit.
Indeed they are. It has been a great many years since I have met a company so dedicated to their craft that they would kidnap a man and force him to participate in an amateur production. Oh, community theater, please.
All right, Simon, I have a deal for you. This has all been a terrible mistake on our part. This has gone too far. But if we are marked for prosecution, we are now to do our art form lost. But if to play the fewer men, the greater share of honor. God's will, I tell thee, play not even one role. For by Jove, we are not covetous for gold, nor care we doth praise us for our parts. Such outward things dwell not in our desires. Play not Duncan the king. Pray but observe and critique. Pray but lend thy learned mind thy mastery. Teach your eager pupils, we happy few, we band of actors. Your captivity shall be gentle in condition. You will not die in our proud company. You will birth a masterful show. Those who chose to stay home shall think themselves accursed. They were not here to hold their stardom cheap, while any speaks with us that acted in the Scottish play.
You're going to kill me, aren't you?
Curtain opens on a stage to reveal a half-completed Shakespearean set. An almost impressive half-completed castle upstage center, a creepy but obviously balsa wood forest with a cauldron on stage left, and mismatched thrift store tables and chairs making up the great hall at stage right. Jerry is seated at one of them as he directs Christine, Sherry, and Lincoln, all three of whom are dressed as witches.
Do I have to do this?
Look, I'm living with one less cast member, but I will not live with one less witch, all right?
But-
Shakespeare cast men as women all the time.
But I don't think I should.
Christine, take us away.
Thrice. I think I need a minute.
Okay, Christine, you've got all the time in the world.
Okay, thank you. I think I need to ease into this.
Excellent. All right, you look good and rested to me. Begin.
Jerry sits back down on the great hall set.
Thrice the brindled cat hath mewed.
Thrice
Harp-
and once the hedge pig whined.
And Harpy cries, "Hey, anybody know the time?"
No.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrail throw Todd.
Toad, not Todd. Nobody named Todd would be useful in any kind of potion.
Of course, I'm sorry. I'm a little, these characters. Right. Under cold stone days and nights has 31 sweltered venom sleeping got. Boil thou, first I the charmed pot.
Oh, wait, hey, this makes so much more sense to me now.
Oh, does it?
Well, now I get why they're in the forest, eating weird shit and twerking. I mean, they're all charmed by pot. It's a smoke out. I love it. Though we can't use any real drugs in this scene because that would be illegal.
You're witches, not some type of weird cannabis coven. This is why all the weird things happen. It's a raucous demonic chant. Let it wash over you. Writhe with the words and let them sweep you across the stage in a demonic ballet.
Sherry is not off book.
Double,
Double,
toil and trouble,
and rubble.
fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Old man grumble. I don't know.
Sherry, did you memorize this scene?
Not yet, Jerry. I've got a lot on my plate right now.
Ah, well, dump it into the cauldron, get a script, and get learning.
Sherry grabs a script and begins reading.
All right. Fillet of a fenny snake. Awful. Ew. In the cauldron, boil and bake. I have newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blindworm sting. Ooh, lizard's leg and oh god. Charm of powerful trouble. I can't. Oh god, I can't. I'm gonna throw up.
Jerry stands up, having been struck with an idea.
That throwing up would be an amazing character choice. Could you do that?
Oh, sure, Jerry. I'll just make sure my fluctuating hormones kick the shit out of my stomach at the exact perfect moment for you.
Lincoln nervously begins.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mommy, maw and gulf of the raven, sea salt shark, root of hemlock, liver of blaspheming Jew. Wow. Okay, this is super anti-Semitic.
Okay, yes, but you consider the time Shakespeare was writing it in.
Well, I'm pretty sure there was never an okay time to be racist.
Yeah, it's really problematic.
No, she's right. I mean, are we witches or are we Nazis? I mean, pick a lane here.
Exactly. We don't want to seem like monsters.
Well, but you're witches.
But not bitches.
Witches eat children.
Yeah, not because they're genocidal gastronomists.
Well, what do you want to change it to?
We could change it to spew. Spew.
Liver of a blaspheming spew.
You said you wanted her to puke, so it's perfect. I say the word, Sherry lets it rip, and we hose down the first 3 rows.
An agitated Mark enters.
If you create a health hazard, Jerry, you're paying to have it cleaned.
Mark comes onto the stage and stands in front of the castle.
Oh, Mark, we had no idea you'd be dropping by. I wish you'd called ahead.
Excuse me? I need a reservation now for this flop I'm bankrolling?
Well, it's not a flop yet. Besides, wait until you see our secret weapon, Simon Walsh Alexander.
That's the reason I'm here. Get him on stage. Get rid of this.
Oh, I think we left him in the prop room.
What?
I can wheel him out here if
What?
that's
just a little theater joke. You know, where is he? He's tied up. Simon is not actually here. It's his day off, and we shouldn't interrupt him because it's in his contract every Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Is it?
All day.
Right. Every Wednesday.
Off stage, we hear Simon Walsh Alexander.
This is too tight.
What the hell was that?
Christine, Sherry, Lincoln, and Jerry all look terrified, then speak in unison.
What was what?
the theater's haunted.
I didn't hear anything.
I don't know.
None of you heard that shouting.
Oh, that right. that was me. The baby kicked, and I vocalized what it just might be thinking. I don't know. Get me out of here. That's too tight.
Cut the shit. That was a man.
It was a man. Sherry's having a boy. Surprise!
Reveal party.
Mark turns to Jerry, anger mounting.
Jerry, get Simon Walsh Alexander out here.
I'm sorry, he isn't here.
Also, figure out this witch shit.
We were thinking vomit, but I'm sure she could do that too.
That is way too freaky. These witches need to be whimsical.
Well, that isn't exactly a faithful interpretation of the text.
You have to consider fit versus accessibility sometimes, Jerry. These witches need to be silly for the kids.
Well, but Shakespeare isn't really children's entertainment.
Shakespeare was practically the first Dr. Seuss.
I mean, actually, sir, it was more likely.
He turns to leave.
Make this shit rhyme. It all needs to rhyme. All of it. I'm leaving, and next time I drop by, Simon better be here.
Yeah, but doing that doesn't make sense.
The real lines don't make sense. Nobody's coming to listen to something that makes sense. Rhyming. Simon. ace the next pop quiz, Jerry.
Mark exits.
So make the witches rhyme.
I mean, it's not completely crazy. Shakespeare did write a meter and rhyme some lines.
But doesn't this rhyme already?
Oh, yeah, sure. Make it rhyme. Well, it's just, you know what? Why don't we just rewrite the entire script while we're at it, huh?
Isn't that guy in charge?
No, this is my production, mine. And if we make you three walking nursery characters, it is because I decided that that is what is best suited to my expertly researched interpretation of this play. Now, if you three would get back to your dominion of brewing potions, we can get on with it.
Things become tense as George enters.
Ah, Jerry, you're here.
It's my rehearsal. Where else would I be?
I don't presume to make that my business. Now, I want to chat with you about my playing Mr. the First Murderer.
Great. We can discuss that on Thursday when you are called.
Well, why put off till tomorrow what I would like to do today?
You came down here only to ask me about this?
Well, no, of course not. It is my day to check on Simon. It's been 1 week. I ensure his bindings are not so tight that lasting damage is done, but not loose enough for him to become released and endanger our scheme.
George, I don't want you anywhere.
Well, we also chew the fat. After all, he isn't our prisoner.
No, we literally tied him to a metal chair. He's definitely our prisoner.
But in a way, we are all prisoners to something.
Oh, hey, guys, that reminds me. I forgot, after getting pulled in to play a witch, I was talking to Simon about 6 this morning, and he said no one's taken him to the restroom recently.
Why were you here at 6 a.m.?
Honestly, I haven't left. I'm too anxious and terrified to go anywhere else.
You mean you've been...
Living here, in the box office. I figure if I never left, I would always know what everyone was planning. That way, no one surprises me or forces me to do anything again.
Lincoln, this play's curse has already begun destroying your life.
No, and also, this place has a bad rat problem. I've seen 3 or 4 of them. Giant, think dog-sized. I startled one the other morning, and it jumped off my foot and jumped on my other foot.
Sheldon bursts in with a giant-ish fake sword.
Ye should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that ye are so.
Everyone stares at him a moment.
Of course, Sheldon is also here.
All my best friends are here. Where else would I be?
He goes to give Sherry a high five.
No, absolutely not.
Hey, did I hear that right? The producer wants this to be like a children's book with rhymes, because that is capital S sweet, like Sheldon.
Look, I'm not trying to be pushy, but seriously, doesn't this rhyme already? How does no one see that?
I can still get those puppets, Jerry. You just say when.
Get out of my rehearsal, Sheldon.
No can do. Simon is going to give me some pointers on how to prepare for stage combat.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's crazy helpful. S for Simon, S for the Scottish play.
You know, he gave me a killer tip about breath control that I'm dying to try.
Oh, I can totally believe that. That guy knows everything.
I don't think he knows everything.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Oh, Christine, did you find that book on theater superstitions he recommended?
Another point for the yes man.
I just ordered it. He really thinks it would help me.
You know, I would have been happy to talk to you about superstitions.
Oh my gosh, you guys, yesterday he put me in touch with the midwife who delivered his grandchildren.
Everyone titters their praises.
It's so
of
good.
Simon.
It's just so good.
He's so cool.
Well, it's as if there's nothing he can't do. Shan't we ask his opinion on this rhyming business?
Charlotte enters and stands beside her husband.
It is my opinion that the bard already wrote poetry. Why polish it to a modern luster?
I'm profoundly sad to say this, but I could not agree more with Miss Hay White.
Why, thank you, dear Jerry. But my words are not my own.
Oh, of course, they droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven.
No. Simon was telling me that the bard's words are capable of standing on their own glorious feat.
Simon told you that.
But of course.
And you all think Simon Walsh Alexander is so transcendently brilliant, do you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, in
Yeah.
a nutshell.
100%.
Well, fine. That's just fine.
Jerry storms off stage.
Well, whatever could be happening?
We should probably make sure he isn't hurting someone.
Should probably make sure he isn't hurting himself.
Jerry re-enters with a frustrated and confused Simon in his wheelchair.
Well, since you all are so in love with Simon, you can have him. He's the director now. Yeah.
Harry, you really are one sick son of a bitch.
The director. My goodness. Such a noble and hallowed role, demanding that you harness a small streak of lightning and pray it sparks life into sacred texts. I assume my mantle with great humility. It shall be a highlight in an already dazzlingly brilliant career. I just ask you to honor me with one simple favor.
Oh, anything, Simon, just ask.
Any of us would be totally honored to help you.
Kindly release me from this rolling prison.
There's a moment of hesitation before Sheldon steps forward.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm letting Simon go.
You can't just let him go.
But he asked me to.
Carry on.
What is the matter with you?
Well, you did just announce that Simon Walsh Alexander was to be our new director.
And as such, it is he from whom we should take our direction.
Not about this.
Hang on. That sends really mixed messages.
You really painted yourself into a corner here, huh, Jerry?
I say you cannot let Simon go.
I say you absolutely can't.
Sheldon tilts back and forth in the direction of both Simon and Jerry several times.
I feel very confused right now.
Sheldon, do you want to go to jail?
Sheldon, do you want to go to jail only for a short period of time?
Steve enters.
Sheldon, do you want to explain what the hell is going on?
You got it. S for Steve. Okay, so Jerry just got upset and decided that Simon's the new director. Then I was going to let Simon go because he asked, and you have to listen to the director. Then Jerry got super jealous that nobody listened to him anymore and was about to get really mad again and throw some kind of a fit. Is that about it?
Yes, in a nutshell, yes.
Yeah.
I see. You all need to listen to me very carefully. We all made a plan.
Yes, quite true. I helped with it.
No, you actually ruined it. You were supposed to obtain a photograph of Sherry with Simon. You failed to do so.
Well, only because she neglected to bring along the camera.
Yeah, because you kept coming into my room unannounced. It kept freaking my shit and throwing off my preparation.
You visited her room more than once?
Well, only to assure her she was well prepared to enact the blackmail.
Oh, you bastard!
Oh, enough. Anyone who is not me needs to shut their mouth. We created a plan. That plan failed. We adapted to this one. We have gotten this far. We are so close to pulling it off. All of you need to learn your lines. Jerry, grow up. Simon, you aren't being released. Not yet. I'll tell you what you are going to do. You're going to learn some lines and act the living hell out of the role of King Duncan. Then we'll close this show. You leave, and we all act like nothing ever happened. Got it? This play opens in 2 weeks. Everyone needs to stop jerking each other off. And take this seriously.
You, young man, are a devil.
Lights up on the same stage from scene one, the only difference being a half-completed childlike drawbridge that has been haphazardly placed in front of the castle entrance. Jerry, Simon, Sheldon, and Lincoln are already on stage attempting to rehearse the opening moments of Macbeth.
All right, Simon. I really need you to reach deep, deep down and channel this. The fear, the anxiety, the lordiness, the resolute belief that you're safe and himself is loyal.
What I need, young man, is for you to go straight to hell.
I'm not sold yet, but we're getting there. Could you make that a little bit more Elizabethan?
Hey, Jerry, shouldn't we be rhyming?
No, this is my play. Go away. Are you happy, Sheldon? Lincoln, can we move this along?
My liege, they are not yet come back, as 'twere a careless trifle.
How nice. He skipped 8 lines.
Confusion hath now made his masterpiece.
Suddenly he's become Macduff, jumped 4 scenes and altered the order of 2 words.
Simon, do you have this entire play committed to memory?
Charlotte enters.
Why, that is marvelous. Every part?
Yes.
You know, in my MFA program, we had to learn 4 or 5 Shakespeare plays, quite literally backwards, before having to recite random selections before a review board. So,
That sounds completely untrue.
well then, why don't we skip ahead to the part where Simon dies? I mean, the murder. I mean, the scene where Duncan is murdered.
Well, I'm certain that occurs off stage. Simon would have no lines.
Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I'm still trying to act. I'd really like to get to the end of the scene.
No, so sorry, Lincoln. We're gonna jump ahead to the murder of Simon. I mean, King Duncan.
Gosh, Jerry, I would really love to get a complete run of this under me.
No, you'll be fine. We have plenty of time.
Don't we open in like 8 days?
Exactly. Plenty of time. Places for the murder.
Thank you, places.
Then what should I be doing?
Go run lines with someone. Carry something heavy. See if they need you for a costume fitting. All right. Charlotte and Steve, we're on to you. Really sell us on this. I want to believe you'd kill someone.
I've been prepared to do so for the last month.
Hey, Simon, let's ease up on the vitriol.
Oh, goes the night, boy.
No.
Sheldon pulls out a puppet, speaks as Fleance.
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
No, 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 no. I will not have a goddamn puppet on my stage.
Okay, well, technically it's a Sunday school puppet, so I don't think it can be damned.
Jerry tears the puppet off Sheldon's arm and throws it into the wings.
Then who's playing that role?
Someone alive.
But in the hands of the right puppet master, anything can appear to be alive.
Nothing you will ever say or do will change my mind about this.
I don't see anyone else ready to do it.
Well, yeah, and I would take nobody over this felt body any day.
Unbelievable. You know what? If you need us, we'll be over there rehearsing.
Sheldon crosses the stage.
Really seems like you've earned the respect of your cast.
I just try not to be too heavy-handed.
Lincoln enters with the script.
Hey, Jerry, can we do something about these Lady Macduff lines?
What's wrong with them?
Well, I'm really confused at how I'm supposed to play her and Man Macduff.
Well, you'll just act. Now, if you don't mind.
No, I can't learn all of these lines for all of these characters. I'll get really mixed up.
What if you didn't have to learn them? What if?
If you suggest another puppet, I'm going to make you eat it.
Okay, now I've made a few changes to my script. I think it's a ton better.
He hands Jerry his script, which is covered in black Sharpie.
You've crossed out 85% of the scene.
Well, don't you think it packs way more of a punch? I just wail that my son is dead as he gets the living shit stabbed out of him. It's tragic. It's all people will talk about, and I could either be Man Macduff or Lady Macduff, and no one will know the difference.
Fine. You know what? It's fine. Just do it that way, I guess.
What is wrong with you? All of you. Is there not one of you here who has even the faintest understanding of how wrong this is? You cannot just hack lines out of this play.
I don't remember asking you, did I, Simon?
But this scene is necessary for the setting up of the Macduff family tragedy that pays off later.
You don't think I know that, all right? I have an English degree. I have a master's degree in theater. If I want to chop this play up into tiny little bits, I will.
Enter George and Christine. Charlotte follows them watchfully.
How dare all of you? This man was in the Blue Man group. You think you can order him around like some assistant or novice? Look at that man over there in that chair. That is talent incarnate.
George, dear, I am certain you are mistaken. He was never in the Blue Man group. Why, they fell out of novelty some time ago.
Nonsense. Let Simon speak for himself.
Actually, Jerry, I do believe I'm ready to make a contribution.
Oh.
Fantastic. Okay, that could really get us back on track. All right, you, take a moment. You don't need to rush. We want you to feel comfortable, but anytime.
You've all kidnapped me, attempted to blackmail me, and held me against my will by binding me to a bloody wheelchair. All because you're afraid of a bloody curse set on this play, and none of you has even stopped to realize how thunderously absurd that is. There is no curse. It's just a nonsensical superstition in the head of a child. You are all truly the epitome of everything wrong with community theater.
Well, I never.
No, I mean it. You are producing third-rate art, and yet you all assume you're changing the world. I ask any of you to kindly tell me if a piece of community theater has ever won an award or broken box office records. Has it? No. No, and how could it? It is produced by self-important hacks. It is directed by dithering idiots for whom the word art signifies some pop cultural comic pinup poster. Oh, and the actors are a real-world sampling of every fool, lunatic, and madman William Shakespeare conjured from whatever London slums and gutters that inspired them. Whom do you think was going to believe this absurd plan? Anyone who's ever read my bio in a play, Bill, knows I'd be stone dead before I'd ever have anything to do with community theater. Community theater is rubbish. The people involved in it are rubbish. And the only audience members are children's school field trips, the actors' family, and so-called friends. You don't even have to learn the damned lines for people just to be happy to see you on stage.
That is profoundly cruel, Simon. Profoundly.
Christine exits.
My wife and I are absolutely appalled at your artistic snobbery. You have no right to speak to us that way.
And that goes double for me.
George and Charlotte exit.
You know, I do know one thing. We could replace you with a puppet and not a single person would care.
Sheldon and Lincoln exit.
What was that you were saying earlier about having the respect of the cast?
Jerry exits. It is the opening night of the show. The company all enters nervous but excited for their big night. The theater is mostly dark except for one ghost light center stage where we see Simon Walsh Alexander sitting in his wheelchair. He is very still.
Ah, Simon, you're at Places already. I'm surprised.
Big night, man. Big night, big S. King D, break a leg, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, we've made it this far, Simon. Can you please just do this for us?
I don't know how you're sitting there so calm. I am a bundle of nerves.
Inner Marty. Clear my stage, bitch. Jerry, get this dickweed off my stage.
Do not rush us. It is our opening, okay? We're trying to have a moment.
You really are an awful guy, Marty.
Yeah, Lincoln's right. None of us like you.
Oh, we hate Marty. He's human garbage.
Oh, you shut up. I'm the one reason any of you look presentable.
No, but Sheldon's right. I mean, the other day, when you left the room, we all took a vote, and literally everyone thinks that you're truly a hideous person.
Oh, no, you're all about to be convicts. Piss off.
Oh, uh-oh. I should be careful. Maybe they'll shank me. They'll tie me to a chair.
I could drop a sandbag on all of you. Don't forget that.
All right.
Marty exits.
It's finally night. I realize we've had a bit of a rough start with this, well, a rough 6 weeks of rehearsal, but I want you all to go out there and give it a shot, all right? Even if it's just once for this performance. Everyone, even you, Simon, you're part of this cast, like it or not.
Harry,
Shut up. This is delicate. It's a delicate moment. You see, Simon, I understand your anger. We all understand how this reflects poorly on community theater, and despite the mean, terrible things you said, we understand.
Jerry.
I know it's a lot to ask, but it would mean the universe to us if you would not simply save us from the unfair fate of being discovered in the very unfortunate misunderstanding we've all had. But to see you play King Duncan on this stage,
Jerry,
be quiet, would be, the muses would weep at that, would they not?
Jerry, he's not responsive.
You think I can't tell? I'm over here pouring my heart out, and this asshole is just sitting there looking comatose.
He's unconscious?
What? Why would he be unconscious?
Ooh. Hey, guys, we've got a real problem here.
Yeah, you're goddamn right we do. Curtain goes up in 20 minutes. What are we supposed to do? Push him around the stage and give his lines? Somebody wake him up.
Simon's not unconscious.
Then why isn't he moving?
Oh my God.
What is everyone shitting themselves about, huh?
Jerry, this man is stone dead.
What?
I have never actually seen anything more dead than the corpse I'm looking at right here.
Oh my God, George. This is worse than Galveston.
Oh, yeah, much, yes.
What?
Wait, someone killed Simon?
Jesus, Sheldon, shut up. We don't know that.
Let me think.
Oh, yeah, sure. No, go right ahead. No rush.
You know what? This was your idea in the first place, so...
Is there any chance that Marty did it instead of actually doing his job as a stage manager?
No, he's been locked in the light room all day screaming at the volunteer.
Are you completely certain?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, let's just blame him anyway. He seems nuts.
Everybody just let me think, okay?
It's decided. We go to the police and tell them it was Marty. Pin it all on him.
I said let me think.
That's an excellent plan. Now, who is to deliver the performance of this?
Everybody, shut up. Shut the hell up. I'm trying to solve this mess.
At this moment, Mark bursts in.
A mess is exactly what it is. Where's Simon? I swear to God, he'd better be here. 6 weeks, and I've yet to even see this moron. Jerry, I'm really starting to think that you lied from the start. What in the living shit is this?
Mark, may I present Mr. Simon Walsh Alexander? Very, very in character. I'm afraid he's already in character.
What the hell? Why is he like this?
We found him like this.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
None of us were present in any sense of the word.
You all found him tied to a wheelchair.
God, the set guy did it.
Yeah, you know, I am also certain the stage manager did it. Oh, he has been relentless in his threats.
Utterly relentless. Thank you, George, dear. Yes, master producer. I believe he is to blame, and he may be on some sort of narcotic drugs. I saw him with a bottle labeled drugs a few days ago.
Yeah, totally. He's been acting really strange and methed out, like he's on bath salts or something.
Get him the hell untied. What are you all doing standing around? Why the shit is he just sitting there? Why didn't anyone help him?
He was drugged.
By the bath salts in the bottle labeled drugs.
Yes, I bet Marty drugged him.
Drugged him with the bottle of drugs that my wife has seen with her own eyes.
God, what the hell does that matter? I said untie him.
Yes, let's get to it, players.
Jerry, where's his pulse? You feel that?
I don't feel a thing.
Guy's dead as shit.
Oh my God, no.
The shit, Jerry, check this. Did you feel that?
I still don't feel anything.
That's what I'm saying. He's dead. You, call someone.
Whatever shall we do?
Call someone, just like I said.
Jerry implores his cast.
I mean, whatever shall we do about this? Quick thinking from anybody. Any quick thinking would be very much appreciated or welcomed.
I'm calling the police, Jerry.
Before he can do anything, he is struck over the head with a piece of pipe by Christine.
What the hell?
You heard him, Lincoln. You all heard him. He was calling the police, okay? They would have come here, found Simon, and arrested everyone, and we wouldn't have been able to close this show. Okay, the curse of the Scottish play wouldn't get lifted, and it would have followed every one of us, everywhere, for the rest of forever.
Oh my God, well, what do we do?
Let's just start by taking that metal pipe away from her just to be safe.
Smart thinking, kid.
Oh, shut up, Steve. You did this.
I'm sorry.
All of this is your fault, Steve.
Okay, calm down.
Not a chance, okay? You did this, okay? You stopped me from getting rid of the bad luck when Mark was dropping M-bombs all over the place. Now it is a full-blown curse, and you said it yourself. We have to finish this play.
All right. Stop fighting. Stop yelling. We need to figure out how to clean this up.
Yeah, clean it up how?
Well, aren't you the one with all the bright ideas?
I suggest we start by calling an ambulance. I don't know.
And lead with what? Oh, hi, there's a famous actor who's dead. Sure, we kidnapped him, but we promised we had nothing to do with this.
And also, we knocked out our producer after he found the body of the guy we definitely didn't kill.
Sherry grabs her stomach and falls sideways against Lincoln.
Ugh.
Oh, guys, I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to be able to do this.
Oh, nonsense. Marty, the stage manager, is a perfect scapegoat.
Yes, a real winner of a fall guy. I did hear him threaten to kill us all.
I feel like we're spending time that we don't have talking through our options.
Yeah, he's right. All right, the curtain goes up in 10, and the last thing we need is some debacle alerting a mostly full house to some sort of problem, all right? We'll give them what they came for, and then we'll figure out what to do about all of this.
You can't be serious.
Oh, no, this is a fine idea. I believe it shall work.
As do I. Best foot forward, everyone. We were born for this moment.
Putting on a community production of Macbeth to hide the fact that there's a dead body backstage along with a tied-up producer?
Look, do the play, all right? You all know the play, more or less, and under normal circumstances, this would have been a very, very adequate production of Macbeth. I think it still can be.
I think we all want to be a little bit better than adequate, okay? My mom's out there.
It doesn't matter. Do you want to go to prison?
I'm still fuzzy on how this helps anything.
Whatever you do, do not bring Simon out on stage. We'll just skip those bits.
But those are huge portions of the script.
Darling, I couldn't hear him. What did he say?
Guys, I actually really think I'm gonna have to sit this out. I'm starting to really not feel well.
You're fine, all right? We all have butterflies in our stomachs.
Oh, this is most definitely not a butterfly I have in here. And, honestly, I don't think it's going to be in my stomach for that much longer.
Well, just try and keep it plugged up till curtain. You can do this.
Jerry, I couldn't hear you. You want us to take Simon on?
Why the hell would I want that?
Well, I can't say that I understand, but it is your production, so we'll do what we have to if you think it helps.
Does the play still need to rhyme since my Mark is tied up? And are we gonna blame Marty still?
Enter Marty. Excuse me?
Yeah, they want to tell people that you killed Simon. Christine said you were bitching out the volunteer on lights all day, so.
This is the last goddamn straw, you sneaky little chicken shits! You are dead! You're all actually dead! You want to try and pin this insanity on me after you all robbed me of the only reason I was ever supposed to be here?
Oh, places. All right, everyone just get to places. Curtain up, we're starting. Get the body, Simon and Mark, get them out of here. Just do the play.
The show must go on. The curse must be broken. Simon is dead. Mark, safely bound and gagged, can't stop them now. While we all might wonder what in the actual hell would possess anyone to perform a show now, it is resoundingly clear that nothing will stop this community troupe. Tensions are high, jitters abound, butterflies flutter. Is it the familiar pre-show adrenaline or the fact that the felony count is piling up faster than murders in Macbeth? Whatever the case, curtain up is here. Sherry, Lincoln, and Christine enter as the three witches on stage ready to do scene one.
When shall we three meet again?
Enter George with Simon's body tied to the wheelchair to save the day and allay suspicion.
Whirly twirly Shirley.
Anon! Alarum within! Hail, worthy King Duncan! Our liege lives yet. Still, he doth have a bit of laryngitis, forsooth. Attend how I, his most loyal sergeant, spake on his behalf. Behold such truth. What bloody man is that? Asks the king. Let him make report, he saith this thing. Doubtful it stood, merciless MacDonwald within the wood. Brave Macbeth, well he deserves that name. O valiant cousin of so much fame, spaketh the king. Worthy gentlemen, doth he exclaim, God save the king. Great happiness doth the king proclaim. Greet worthy Macbeth, Thane of Cawdor, spake the king. Anon, what he hath lost, Macbeth hath won. Exeunt.
Thunder doth clap. George exits, entereth the three witches, who in fact never really left the stage and therefore do not need to enter.
Where hast thou been, sister?
With a manly mister.
Sister, I fear this is a grievous day. All take heart, the curse, the strife, hurry it up upon our life.
No. A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I, those chestnuts nigh, they shall be my lunch. No, the rump-fied Runyon cries, hamping with the munion, her husband's to Aleppo gone, master, oh the onion. But in a sieve I'll thither sail, and breed a giant bunion. And like a rat without a tail, horrible dorble miter, I'll do, red fish or blue. How about that, thou spider? Break me a wind.
I hecate, thou speakest strangely.
Suddenly, a really gut-wrenching bout of pre-labor pain.
Oh, God, this baby is about to make its curtain call. Here I have the pilot's thumb wrecked as homeward he did. Drum within. Oh, God.
A drum, bodie bum, ba dum bum. Macbeth, here come.
The weird sisters hand in hand, poster seas and monkeys land, about.
Thrice and rice and shine and mine and spice and thrice and mine and nine.
The charms wound up.
Steve enters as Macbeth and Sheldon as Banquo.
Fair and foul a day I have not seen.
Far to forest! My mind is feeble ere it goes. What, ho-hum, beest thou man's or woman's? Be these dead things? Spaketh and spaketh over long, because the king's body.
All hail, Macbeth, Thane of Gladys.
Ring-a-ding-ding, the future king.
Macbeth, why art thou scared? These strange things make good words. Spaketh then to me, for I also wouldn't use mine ear for such stuff.
Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth, but great. Oh shit!
Sherry's water breaks, covering the stage around the cauldron. Sherry rushes off stage.
Shit, did Sherry's water just break?
Not so happy, but much happier.
Oh, okay, her water definitely broke.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail, Macbeth and Banquo.
Okay, so nobody. Okay, I gotta go check out her. Sherry.
Hail all, rise and fall. Away, sister, let us away and tend our other.
The earth hath bubbles as the water hath...
He slips on just such water as that and falls headfirst into the witch's cauldron and lies a few beats before getting up.
Macbeth. Macbeth. Steve.
Finally, Steve sits upright and begins reciting lines from other Shakespeare plays.
Oh. Let me have men about me that are fat, sleek-headed men, and such as sleep o' nights. Yond Cassius has a lean and hungry look.
Okay. The king bid me hail thee, Thane of Cawdor.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Yes, it is. Thank God this is Scotland.
Well said, my noble Scot. If speaking truth in this fine age were not thought flattery, such attribution should the Douglas have as not a soldier for this season's stump should go so general current through the world.
Okay, so King Duncan looked really lively, huh? Vigorous, all vital and vitality. We gave his throne wheels because his legs hurt sometimes. He's old, which is probably all obvious.
Charlotte enters as Lady Macbeth.
Away, away, noble Ross. A messenger hath given great report. The king comes here tonight. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here. Shake my fell purpose, come, thick night, and pall in the dunnest smoke of hell.
Hell is empty, and the devils are all here.
Suddenly, we hear Marty off stage. What in the hell? Marty did it all fine. Marty, you're dead. You're all dead.
Hark, peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman.
The clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits, sing me now asleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
I'll just awayest with myself, if it pleases your highness.
Away, noble sir.
Away, you straveling, you elf-skin, you dry neat's tongue, pearl bowls pizzle, you stockfish. Ha ha!
Fie upon it. Was the hope drunk? I have given suck And now how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks thee. Screw your courage to the sticking place. That which have made them drunk hath made me bold.
I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks, two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return.
Alack, I am afraid they have awakened. You've got to regather your wits and kill the king.
Lincoln enters as Macduff.
Behold, Macduff, I am Macduff. Is the king stirring, worthy Thane? Oh.
Not yet.
George enters as the porter, wheeling Simon's chair. A flat falls nearby, but misses anyone by a mile.
Behold, bemoan, grieve and groan, the king, the royal master's murdered, lifeless, compelling, stone dead. God save the king.
Man, you balloon-faced buffoon, you knave, where thy brain hast thou left to bring this here and desecrate the sacred body of King Duncan? Remove him hence and bear him away to safer fields afar. Thou art wantonly ignoring a most specific instruction which was spoken in no uncertain terms.
Well, this is all completely wrong and unfair. Well, the idiot Thane doesn't even know who he is. He's not fit to be king. But listen to what I have to say.
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Remove this man forthwith. He desecrates our former liege. Imprison him so he may do no further harm.
Fine.
George exits with Simon.
And all hail, hail Macbeth, lordly sire and king of Scotland.
Hail.
Now, away. This news weighs heavy on him.
I'll to Fife and seek out Banquo.
Everyone exits. Lincoln doesn't quite make it.
I haven't found Banquo. In Fife, he was not there. He was nowhere. I do hope no one has murdered him, lest they see his ghost at a dinner party. Here I have been left, really in deepest confusion, hoping, praying, nay, pleading, holy God, please send
George
someone.
enters as first murderer with his face and hands painted blue.
Behold, it is I, first murderer, slayer of Banquo, slayer of so many. Be I the second or the third? Nay, I am the first. For the first I am. First as the best, synonymous. Need I name? Nay, great is my fame. Verily, Banquo is dead. The man is gone. I took his head. What's not the way? There is but one down. The sun is fled.
What?
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
Oh, fine, but
'Tis Banquo then. Ah, my good lord, safe in a ditch he abides, with 20 trenchant gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
okay, I understand all that. Just tell me, why did you...
Damning be damned! My wife had her moment, by the gods. I shall have all of mine.
George, why be thou blue?
What are these faces? Would say your wife were she here. Is not our very flag blue? Did not our late king comport with other blue men in a group, painting themselves blue in the name of laughter and joy? Lo, how I honor his countenance. Now I'll to it. Behold and weep rivers of sorrow at his passing. Behold more and despair.
He produces the Sunday school puppet.
I have your son. Where is your husband?
I am stuff.
He's a traitor.
I do not understand.
What? You egg?
Sunday school.
Young fry of treachery! He has killed me, mother! Run away, I pray you!
Fine, he has killed him. Murderer! Murder!
Enter Charlotte with her hands covered in blue paint.
Out, out, damn spot. Here's the smell of blood still. Had the doctors, they would name the disease beyond their practice.
Lo, look we all over there. Dunsinane Wood is marching upon the castle.
Dunsinane Wood is crushed by falling sandbags.
But I haven't finished.
But make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death. Tyrant, show thy face. The day is ours!
Suddenly, the set comes crashing down. The castle trees, anything remaining falls around everyone's feet, narrowly missing. 2 more sandbags fall, but miraculously no one is struck. Enter Marty. Why won't you all just die? Die! Just die! Enter Steve.
Golden lads and girls all must, as chimney sweepers come to dust.
Nay, nay, fie, belay.
Lo, it's a ghost, the ghost of Lady Macbeth, that I have conjured here, for it was deceit when I said I was a servant. I am actually a weird sister, which explains everything.
Silence, anon. At swords he doth smile, weapons laugh to scorn when brandished by man that's of woman born.
Sheldon runs on stage.
You guys, Sherry just gave birth to a baby right over there in the wings, and I helped.
Out, brief candle.
No, did you guys hear me? A baby literally just fell out of Sherry.
Out, damn spot. Look, away.
Why is George blue? Look, you don't get it. I'll be right back.
Wherefore stands the accused usurpers?
Lincoln half-heartedly stabs Steve.
Et tu, Brute.
He is slain. Oh, how he is slain. The candle is snuffed.
At this moment, the lifeless body of Simon Walsh Alexander flops onto the stage. Everyone looks at it in silence for a few moments. Then Sherry enters, seated in the wheelchair, being pushed by Sheldon.
Sheldon, what the hell? Get me out of here. What the hell are you doing?
See, guys, she totally has a baby. Can you believe it? Look.
Sheldon takes the baby from Sherry and attempts to show the others, but is stopped by the umbilical cord.
Oh, shit. Sheldon, it's still connected to me. Bring it back.
And so our tale doth come to its end, for the curse we must break. See before you the seed of Banquo, begot by magic and love most strange. Let our refrain close and let goodness reign, as will this babe in the future. Hail the future King of Scotland!
Jerry storms on stage.
What in the living hell did you all just do? This play has 28 scenes, and you've all managed to condense it down into one obscene and surreal act? I am not exaggerating when I say this is the worst thing I have ever seen. We were so close to getting away with this. You all knew what you had to do. All you had to do was come out here and do it, but you couldn't even do that. I am at a total loss for words. Sure, it started bad. Sure, we weren't able to successfully blackmail Simon Walsh Alexander and we accidentally kidnapped him. Sure, this made our rehearsal period a living hell. And obviously none of us expected he would end up dead in his chair, forcing us all to improvise how we could do Macbeth without King Duncan. Somebody get this body off of the stage, all right? You are all the most talentless bunch of idiots I have ever met. This was a complete disaster. You all ruined everything. I've never seen anything so wildly destroyed. Get Simon into the prop room. Put him next to where we tied up Mark, okay? I will not go to prison for this. Do you understand me? Do you?
Everyone stares at Jerry, wide-eyed and terrified.
Why aren't you moving? Why are you all just standing there?
Everyone uncomfortably looks around them.
Turn around, asshole.
Jerry whirls around to realize that he has stepped on stage and just confessed everything they've done to a packed house.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, just close the fucking curtain.
Marty jumps up out of the rubble and does just that.
That is the end of tonight's show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you to all of these wonderful people for giving their time to perform in it. Again, if you would like to donate to the rebuilding of our theater space, there is a link in our little about section down here. This is our official YouTube channel. We will do more of these. As the kids say, smash that subscribe button. I hope kids say that, otherwise I just said something gross and weird. Thank you for watching, and good night.